Good evening. It is Sunday night, August 15th, 2021. Steve, my fave. This is my second video for my new YouTube channel. I don't really care about views or followers or subscribers or anything like that. It's not what I'm here for. I'm more so here just to keep tabs about what's going on in the world and my viewpoint. And again, I'm just going to give you the facts because that's what this channel is all about. So I would just like to take this opportunity to commemorate this moment in American history and congratulate Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Ella, whatever her name is, AOC, the rest of the squad. And I would like to congratulate them. It literally took you less than 7 calendar months after Joe Biden's inauguration for there to not only be a renewed border crisis, but now the Taliban has regained control of Afghanistan and its capital city of Kabul. Congratulations. Congratulations. I not only want to congratulate you, I want to congratulate the over 80 million people who decided to cast their ballot for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris last November. I'm not here to spread misinformation or say voter fraud or anything like that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to commemorate this moment in American history and the failure, the abject failure that the American public is responsible for when they cast their ballot for Joe Biden. You're talking about the same people who will sit there and run to social media. The same people who will sit behind a camera and videotape a man literally taking his last breath. Shout out to George Floyd. You literally had someone video record that instead of stop the person committing the crime. This is what we have become. This is what America has become. 80 million people. This is on you. You are responsible for what's going on in Afghanistan right now. You are responsible for what's going on at our southwest border with all the migrant crossings. And that's just the known apprehensions. There have been, 1.5 million this year? Maybe more? Go look at the numbers. This is on you. This is on you. You didn't want a wall to be built. You sat there and you called Trump a racist. This is on you. You had a choice last November of who to vote for. And not only did you vote with your vote, lower our national security level, you have now turned the Middle East back into absolute chaos. That's on you. You now, in the midst of a pandemic, allow all these people to cross our southern border. Some COVID positive, some not, most not. Doesn't matter. The point is, it's a crisis and it needs to be handled. If you come here legally, no problem. And I don't blame the people that are coming over here, because most of those people are running away from certain death from the cartels that their countries, unfortunately, have a problem with. And it's not America's job to police the world. But I don't blame the people who are coming over here. I blame our government. And I blame the voters who put those people in control, in power. This is on you. This is all on you. 80 million people. You had a choice last November, and you'll have a choice next November as well, in the midterms, and then in 24 as well. But look at how much damage has been done in the not even 7 calendar months with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the rest of the Democratic Party at the helm. Now, I'm not sitting here saying the Republican Party is perfect. They're not. They have a lot of faults on their own. You look at the Iraq failure and how they were able to inhibit ISIS. That, in my opinion, falls on the Republicans. But this right now, on this day, when Taliban took over Kabul and now control 2/3 of Afghanistan, this is on the 80 million people who put in a man and a woman who are unfit for the office that they hold. And the sad reality is you still have well over 3 years to deal with this. You still have 3 years and change to deal with this. So I asked the 80 million people, why? Did you not think this was going to happen? Were you that naive? Were you that naive? You sat there and said anyone but Trump, right? And you voted for a man who not only is unfit for president now, but back in 94, he voted for a crime bill, a racist crime bill that, we all sit there and we say the war on drugs, that was never a war on drugs. If you're being real with yourself, if you're being true, the war on drugs was just a ploy. It was just a guise in order for our police force to take black fathers, minority fathers, out of homes, which would create what we know as the modern ghetto. Not only that, but by doing that, you keep those families down. You keep those families down. You take away damn near all ability for them to prosper and have the same opportunities that the rest of us have. The war on drugs was never a war on drugs. It was a war on black families. Get the black fathers out of the house, incarcerate them, and then the rest of the family falls apart because they don't have the fatherly influence. That's what Joe Biden did damn near 30 years ago. And what did you do? You elected him. You elected him. 80 million of you. You voted for him. 80 million plus. Instead of sitting there and saying, no. We understand that Trump is not perfect. Trump has a lot of faults. But one thing he did not do was keep black families down. You look at the HBCU funding, you look at the opportunity zones. Huge. Huge. Go look it up. $250 million a year to HBCUs, opportunity zones, so that minority families were finally starting to be given a real chance. But the Democratic Party sat there and they came up with this Black Lives Matter movement. Government funded, government operation. And it's not a bad tagline. It's not bad to call it Black Lives Matter. Black lives, of course, matter. All lives matter. And I understand the little tagline. But most people don't understand when they sat there and they voted and they say Black Lives Matter. Yes, Black Lives Matter. But don't you get it? We have a party in office right now in full control of every branch of government, and they sit there and they collect their six-figure salaries, and they couldn't care less about the true meaning and the true cause that is Black Lives Matter. So I ask you, you have 3 years and 4 months, give or take, that you have to deal with your decision. You're dealing with the consequences, and not only that, but so are the rest of the country. You have 330 million people here. 80 million voted for this abject failure. And I fault Biden. Biden hasn't said a word. He hasn't come out and done anything since the Taliban took over. And they absolutely just took over. Now they control the entire country that is Afghanistan. So now I ask you, we spent 20 years there. And it's been over 10 since we killed bin Laden, which was the greatest accomplishment under the Obama-Biden administration. It's the greatest accomplishment. I celebrated that night that Obama came on the TV and he announced to the country that we got him. We got bin Laden. It was a great moment in American history. And it was the reason that we went to Afghanistan in the wake of 9/11. Here we are coming up on the 20th anniversary, and we're still there. Why? Why? Why are we still there? And it's not about trying to get out by a certain date. That's arbitrary. It's about having a targeted approach and having a plan. And it's so clear as day that Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the rest of the administration are unfit. They are unprepared. They have no idea how to deal with this situation. And it's a damn shame because nobody has had more time to prepare for this than Joe Biden. He served 8 years under the Obama presidency, and now he's sitting here as our leader, and he couldn't be more unfit. So once again, I say congratulations to the 80 million people plus that voted for this man. And because of that decision is why you see on your TV right now what's going on in Afghanistan. This is on you. This is on you. All because anyone but Trump. Anyone but Trump. Congratulations. I'm Steve, my fave. This is my second video. If you like it, great. If you want to chastise me, that's great too. But argue it. Argue it. Once again, I'm Steve, my fave. This is my second video. Now, I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all have a great night. I hope you all prosper. Go out, work hard, make your life mean something. Because it's so clear that this government couldn't care less about you, no matter how much they say they do. Keep collecting those six-figure salaries, government. Peace.